Good morning, everyone. It is Bridget here from Bridget's Kitchen, wishing you a very wonderful weekend wherever you are coming to us from. Wherever you are in the world, please stop by, say hi, let us know where you're watching as well, which is always exciting to know where people are coming from because it is an exciting day here in Bridget's Kitchen. Some of you may know why I am a little bit smiley and excited this morning, and the reason is because today I can proudly and very excitingly give you the link for pre-sales for my cookbook, my next cookbook, which is More from Bridget's Healthy Kitchen. The link is now live and you can pre-purchase your copy now. And the most exciting part about the fact that this book is now live for pre-sales is it is going to be delivered to you by very early November. So you don't even have long to wait. In a couple of weeks' time, you're gonna have your own copy of my new cookbook, More from Bridget's Healthy Kitchen, will be delivered to you. So I'm gonna ask my gorgeous husband, Mahi, to please, my darling, people have been waiting so long, please throw up that link to the where you can go, and there you go, guys, it's now gone live. You can go there right now and you can purchase your pre-sale copy of More from Bridget's Healthy Kitchen, and the very first 100 people that order my book today, or order my book, the first 100 people, they will get, you guys will get a copy sent email to you of my new e-cookbook, which is I'm about to release that in a couple of weeks' time. You guys will be the first one to get a copy of that book, and it is bread and pastry, 30 healthy, gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free bread and pastry recipes will be coming to you, which is my new ebook. If you purchase this, the first 100 people get a copy of that ebook emailed to them the moment that goes live as well. So how exciting is that? We have finally gone live. It has been a wonderful journey to get to this point, but of course, this point started here. So now you have a duo of cookbooks. Of course, the first one here, Bridget's Healthy Kitchen, which was released in April this year. Now this, of course, is the Gut Reset Cookbook. So this is for anyone. If you haven't got this book, please order this book, because this book is your starting point. This is where I started with the recipes. This is what helped me to lose 30 kilos in 5.5 months. This is the book. If you don't already have this book, you can still order your copy of this book now. Mahi's going to throw up a link to that book as well, because this is where you start. And guess what, guys? We now have stage 2. It is so exciting that I can give you this book, because you know what? You now get to have that sitting in your bookcase or on your bench. There you go. You can see how I've even... Basically, you can see that these two books are almost in alignment, because this is literally stage one, gut reset, stage 2 here. And stage 2 is going to ensure that you continue on your weight loss journey if that is your goal. But if your goal is health, if your goal is getting rid of your diabetes, if your goal is improving symptoms that have been plaguing you, not just weight loss, because we know weight loss is just it's almost like a consequence of not living as healthy as we can. This book is the continuation on. So this book will still help you to lose weight, but this book will also give you more options, because remember, this is the gut reset, this is stage 2. So this is stage 1, stage 2, and now it's finally here and you can order it, which is so exciting. So let me have a quick little run through of this book for you guys so you know what you're in for. And this book is exciting. It is really exciting. There's a few little things in here that did not even exist when I was putting this book together. And now technology has given me the option to give you guys even more exciting additions to this book as well. So let me just firstly point out, you will notice on the spine, this is the spine, you will notice there that you've got some color codes. Can you see that? You've got some color codes happening. And those color codes is so you can instantly go to the part of the book that you're looking for. So green is for vegetables, So this is like vegetables and vegan food. There is quite a few vegetable recipes there because that was something that people asked me and said, give me more vegetarian. Wait, you got it. You absolutely got it. So there's more vegetarian, that's the green part. And then we go into the blue part. Oh, there's still more green. And then we go into the blue part. Oh, still more green. And that's obviously from the ocean. That's our fishy and our seafood, and we know how good fish and seafood is for our gut health. So that's the blue section. The red section is our meats, our lamb, our chicken, our beef, all that sort of stuff is in there. Turkey. And then the next section after that, you see that's a good one as well, the red section. Then we've got the yellow section, which is healthy treats. Now, that's a new addition in this book, is now you get my healthy treats as well. And actually the little cooking class I'm going to do straight after I stop talking about this awesome book, the cooking class I'm doing with you guys today here is a very healthy and very quick banana crumble that I'm going to be showing you. And part of the recipe comes from this book. I don't expect you to wait for the book to come out before you can make this recipe. I'm actually going to release the recipe for what I'm making today's class. I'm going to release it tomorrow on Bridget's Kitchen. So you still get the recipe, and yes, it is in the healthy treats section of my cookbook. Check that out. That's not it, but I'm just waiting to show you because how good is that photo? That is Miracle Afghan biscuits. And they are, you know why they're a miracle? Because they're really good for us and they look like that. If something that healthy should not look that good, right? Should not look that good. And yes, I took all the photos. I didn't personally take them. I had a photographer, but I did all the food styling in this book. And every single photo was shot in this kitchen right here. It is all authentic. This is how I eat. This is the food that I love. And the recipe that we're going to be doing today is going to involve these little gorgeous things here. These are my Ginger Crunch Amazeballs. Why do I call them Amazeballs? Because they're amazing and they happen to be shaped like balls. But they're really, really good for our gut health. So I'll be doing a little bit of that today in our cooking class. But as you can see, you know, this book is more robust. So after the yellow section, as I said, that is my healthy treats section. And you can do things like make this amazing quinoa pudding, really good, high in protein. This is probably one of the most favorite recipes that I do when I conduct a cooking class. So if you ever see me in your city and I'm doing a cooking class, come along. But come with an empty stomach because we will eat really, really well. And one of the treats that I always share, could you pop that link up again, please, Maha'i? Some people can't see the link to the book. One of the recipes that I always share in the class because it's lovely to hand around is this here, which is my super rocky road. So it's my sugar-free chocolate rocky road, which is fabulous. I always do this. If you ever see me doing a cooking class, come along, but come with an empty stomach. Most definitely. So we've got our healthy treats, but then the book goes on, and the last section in the book, which is kind of, I'm not sure if you can see it, that's the grey section, and that's my foundation recipes. So these are the bases, these are the sauces, these are the sticky sauces and the kombus of this world. There's my pickled onion recipe, yay! I always get asked when we go, I'm like, oh, I really want your pickled onion recipe. Well, you got it, it's in the book. That's a good one. Anyone who's ever tried one of my gut healing bowls will know how wonderful and how good for you my pickled onion recipe. There is my pickled ginger, yay! But also, you know, things like my roasted tomato. Have you guys tried this yet? This recipe is phenomenal. My roasted tomato sauce. It is the base to so many things that I do. So the foundation recipes, they're all there, plus some of our favorites, of course, like our sticky sauce and different types of cauliflower wraps and all that sort of stuff is involved in this cookbook, and it is absolutely fabulous. So I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on it, and like I said, you don't have to wait long. It is going to be with you, I'm saying by early November. Could be earlier, could be earlier, but that's a good indication of when you're going to get your copy of more from Bridget's Healthy Kitchen. Just, yeah, get into it because it is, I'm excited by it. And I've just got one more thing to share with you before we move on. In the cooking class, I've got one more thing to share with you. And this is down here. So this is a recipe. This is my I call it my swag bowl instead of a spag bowl because we don't do spaghetti. I don't do gluten. So this is a swag bowl. And what you will notice here, just down the bottom there, is that little picture there. Now that is what is known as a QR code. So QR codes means that if you take your phone, And there's 50 of these in the cookbook, by the way. There's 50 QR codes in the cookbook. If you take your phone and you scan it over that little picture there, that little QR code, you scan your phone over it, what then will happen is that your phone will take you to the video associated with this recipe. So, how exciting is that? You get 50 of these QR codes in the book. And as far as I know, this is the only cookbook currently on the market in the world today that has that technology, that you can scan that with your phone. All you need to do is download, if you've got like a really up-to-date phone, sometimes if you just point it over there like you're taking a picture, the link will pop up and you click on the link. It's really easy. But for some of you, you'll have to download a free QR code reader. So when you actually go into your QR code reader, it's an app, and you scan these little things down here, and they're always down the bottom of the photos. That's where you'll see them. They're down the bottom of the images. You put that over your, you scan that little image there, and it'll take you to the video associated with the recipe. Sometimes it's actually me doing the recipe, which is really cool if you want a hands-on. Other times it's other recipes that are associated, so it may be something that's similar to the recipe that you've got here. So yes, you get 100 more. There's over 100 recipes in here, gut healthy recipes, but then you also get my QR codes, which mean you have even more recipes at your fingertips of me cooking or me shopping or giving you a really great technique or a really great tip or introducing you so you know what inulin powder is, and all these types of little hints and tips, tricks and recipes are connected to that QR code. So you got me even in person if you just scan your phone. How cool is that? It is such amazing technology, honestly amazing. And hi to Joanna from LA. Nice to have you join us. Thank you to everyone who's joining us. That is the book. The link is just up there again. This is exciting. It's before Christmas, and of course, you know, you now get stage 1, stage 2. Exciting times. Really exciting, really exciting. But hey, you know what? I've done enough talking today. Let's get into the recipe for today as well, because this is also what's so exciting about this cookbook is now I have 100 more. Oh, look at that. That is my smuggler's fish pie. Look how good that looks. I love the photos in this book too. I have to tell you, I'm just going to share, just before we go, I'm just going to share a few really quick photos because there are some really, oh my God, that is my Thai beef salad. Wonderful, a little, that meat there, by the way, with the little Thai beef spices is just phenomenal. So there's just really awesome recipes in this book. There is more options is what I like. There is more options for everyone. Like there is party food in here. Like this is a great book pre-Christmas because you get the recipe for my banoffee pie. So that is in there. My homemade banoffee, healthy, gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, this is vegan too, banoffee pie is in there, perfect for Christmas Day. I also give you my glazed ham recipe, which is healthy glaze for your ham. There is my whole roasted turkey recipe in there. So I was thinking about this book not just for making singular items for yourself, which you totally can, but it's also about entertaining for the whole family. This is a whole family cookbook. This is what this is. So if you haven't already purchased this, run to the website now. Mahay's thrown up a link for you guys. And remember, the first 100 people to purchase the cookbook will get a free copy of my next e-cookbook, which is all about breads, it's all about pastries, it's all about buns, it's all about those wonderful gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy things that we love, and I am popping that in. I'm working hard to get that ebook put out to you guys in the next couple of weeks, and if you have purchased one of the first 100 to purchase the cookbook, you will get your own free copy of that ebook, which is exciting. So there you go. But let's get into the food. My gosh, I've been talking a lot this morning, but it's super exciting. These are just great days, right? These are great days. I've been looking forward to this day for literally the last 9 months, because that's how long I've been working on this for us. It's been about 9 months. It is literally a baby. I've been cooking this for 9 months, and now I can finally, this is delivery day, right? This is the end product of 9 months of really hard work that I can now say, here's the link, purchase your copy, and it's going to be coming to you really, really soon. But the recipe for today, the lovely delicious. I will calm down now. A little bit of composure is required as we move on to the recipe for today, but not really, because the recipe for today is super exciting as well. Everything is exciting because this is about making and cooking food that not only, number one, it tastes delicious, because you guys know me, I lead with flavor. So for me it has to taste delicious, otherwise guess what, it doesn't make it in here and it doesn't make it in there. It has to be delicious first and foremost, so I lead with flavor. But I also love recipes that are really, really simple, and this is one of the recipes I'm making today, which is my 5-minute banana crumble. But of course, delicious, easy, but the other thing that is so important when it comes to my cooking is that it's good for our health. So I leave out the sugar. You guys know that about me. I leave out the sugar. We do not need any refined sugar, honey, maple, all that stuff's left out. We leave that out, number one. I also personally cannot eat gluten. I like it, but my body goes, no, 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 not for you, my dear. So it's gluten-free as well. And as well as being gluten-free, a lot of the times, a lot of my recipes are also dairy-free, because I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm going to put my hand in the air, I'm also lactose intolerant. All these wonderful things that have come along with age, don't you just love it? So this recipe today, which is my banana crumble, and it's so easy to make, you probably don't blink, you'll miss the recipe, it's that easy to make, and I promise I will share it in PDF form for you guys to download tomorrow on Bridget's Kitchen with the crumble recipe, which is the one that's actually in the book, the crumble recipe. But it's also, yes, it is vegan, so it's super easy to make. Let's do it. I've talked enough, as I was saying. Come down to the bench and let's get our cook on. This recipe, by the way, is going to go in this little beauty here, which is my air fryer. So I've got my air fryer. I'm going to turn my air fryer on because I want it to start to preheat. And the preheating that I'm doing today, and by the way, this air fryer that I have, it is a monster. Look at how big it is. This is a 10-liter air fryer. I can actually put a whole chicken in here and cook a whole chicken. It has a rotisserie function. It is huge. And if you're wondering where I got this air fryer from, I bought this one online. It cost, I think it was $120 for this huge air fryer. Huge air fryer here. It's got a glass component here, so I can actually see what is cooking as it's working along, which is really, really nice. But I got this online, and I think I purchased this one, yes I did, from kogan.com.au, and it's a 10-liter air fryer. And I've said this before, for anyone who's watched my videos before, I'm not that fond of the functionality. I think it can be a little bit smarter and easy to use, but in terms of how the actual machine works, it is a beauty. It is an absolute beauty. So I'm going to turn it on to preheat. We always preheat our air fryer just like we always preheat our oven. I know that for some people they may think it's not necessary. Please preheat it. It's just going to help the cooking to be more consistent throughout, even if we're doing something really, really small and really, really quick. So I'm going to turn it on. It's on. And I'm going to select 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a moderate oven. Well, this is an oven, yeah? This is an air fryer. It is an oven. It's like an oven. And I'm going to set my timer as well. And I'm only going to set my timer, would you believe, for 7 minutes. 2 of those minutes is preheating. 5 of those minutes is cooking. That's why we're doing a 5-minute banana crumble. So here we go. Start heating up, because this stage or step is extremely simple to do. All right, can you guys see my chopping board? I can't tell. There's so many messages, and thank you to everyone who sent me beautiful messages this morning. Can you see my chopping board? Here we go. I thank you for all those wonderful messages. Yes, it is extremely lucky right now to be able to purchase your copy of the cookbook. But here we go. So this is the first Cook the Book cooking class. This is the very first one. And actually, what I'm doing from this book is it's a banana crumble. But it's the crumble that I'm using. Now, I know they look like protein balls or bliss balls, but one of the things I love about my recipes is its versatility. So yes, I've made something similar to this, which is the crumble. I made these basically, these little protein or bliss balls, or Amazeballs as I call them, and they're like ginger crunch. Anyone in New Zealand knows what a ginger crunch tastes like. So in these balls, and they're so simple to make. I'm not even going to make them for you now. I'm just going to read off what the ingredients are straight from the book. 202. This is the first Cook the Book cooking class. So the ingredients in my crumble topping, I have either gluten-free oats, which you can purchase, or quinoa flakes. You use those. I have some coconut in there as well, some coconut. I also have a few pitted dates, some freshly chopped ginger, gives us our obviously the ginger flavor, a little bit of salt, and just a few buckwheat grouts. And buckwheat grouts are not wheat, by the way, they are gluten-free. You mix everything up in a food processor, and what you're basically left with is this mixture here. So right now, you could take that mixture and create it into a ball, and then you've got your Amazeballs, right? And then those just stay in the fridge, and when you feel a little nibble attack coming on, you have one of those, because they're really good for us. But because we're going to be using it actually as a crumble topping, you wouldn't even roll them into balls. You would stop there. And yes, of course, you can top banana with it. But think about your apple crumble with a ginger crunch crumble on top. How fabulous would that be? So you can use banana, of course, which is what I'm doing today. And I have chosen a fruit which is really soft, so it doesn't need long to cook. So if you're doing my 5-minute crumble, banana crumble, and you don't want to use bananas because I realize they are quite starchy, so they are quite sugary as well. Natural sugars, of course, so still good for us, natural sugars. But if you don't want to use banana and you want to use another type of fruit, you absolutely can. But always think of using a soft fruit, because we only have the crumble in the air fryer for 5 minutes. And yes, you can do it in the oven, but you'll probably need about 10 minutes to do it in your normal big oven. And make sure you preheat your oven. So with the banana, and it's 1 banana per portion, I'm just going to slice it, just roughly. So instead of using bananas, I was saying you could also use berries. Think of that as a soft fruit. You could use kiwi fruit, would be a really interesting fruit to use in a crumble. But remember, soft, really delicious. Mango is another one that would work really well in here because it's a soft fruit. And the other one that I absolutely adore when it comes to these crumbles is when they're in season, fresh figs work really well in this recipe. So our banana is in there. Now remember, this is fast. Do not blink. Oh, we've got a question.
Can you use the oven if you don't have an air fryer?
Yes, we just had that question. I think I just answered that question.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, you can use your oven if you don't have an air fryer. You can use your oven. Make sure you preheat your oven. You probably want your oven to sit on around about 190 degrees, and you may need to leave it, obviously put it into an oven-proof container or a little ramekin, and you probably need it in there for about 10 minutes or maybe a little bit longer, but keep your eye on it. So banana goes in. We are then going to take that ginger crunch Amazeball recipe, which I will share with you guys tomorrow, so you can make this crumble. Actually, I'm telling a fib. I've got one more ingredient to add. Here in my little coconut shell, I have some sugar-free chocolate chips. Why not? Banana and chocolate goes well. About a tablespoon of some of that sugar-free chocolate chips go on there. You can find sugar-free chocolate chips. I can't even remember which supermarket I found them in. It's either Coles or Woolies in Australia, and Woolworths if you're in New Zealand. You can find sugar-free baking chocolate chips, so you can buy them now, which is great. And then we just take our crumble and we just put it on top, just like that. So easy. So not only can you make those Amazeballs and keep them in the fridge as a little snack, you can also, remember, double up and use it as a crumble. And as a crumble, it is phenomenal. It has got so much flavor thanks to that ginger, and we've got those wonderful dates in there and different good things without any of the butter, none of the sugar, and none of the gluten. Now that goes into our air fryer, and we want it in there for 5 minutes. Back down, I'm just going to adjust the time because I talk too long. 5 minutes, and it's away. Oh, I just turned it off. Do you see what I meant about it not being logical? It's not the most logical thing. All right, I'm going to turn it back on again. Here we go. Menu, temperature, 180, time, 5 minutes. All right. Okay, we're working. Right, so now that we've got 5 minutes, we can go back to having a quick little look at the book. Remember, guys, the book is now available for pre-sales. Now available for pre-sales. Oh, hang on, let me just clean my fingers. I only got one book. This is it. This is the only book in existence right now, and I don't want to get sticky fingers all over it. I'm being really careful to like very delicately like lick my fingers first, clean them on my shorts before I actually start touching this book. My last book, or this one here, oh my gosh, it got so dirty I'm onto book number 2. It got real dirty. So yeah, I'm on book number 2 in my house now because I went completely crazy with it. There you go, cooking time. Stop cooking, I don't know what's going on. When it comes to this book, remember, if you purchase and you're one of the first 100 people to purchase your copy, pre-purchase your copy of Bridget's More, I'm just going to call this book More, because it's more delicious food. It's more wonderful recipes. And if you're one of the first 100 people to purchase, pre-sale your copy, you will get a copy of my currently being created next e-cookbook, which is going to have over 30 of my fabulous gluten-free, sugar-free, and mostly dairy-free bread and pastry recipes. So it's all the good stuff that I really like to eat. It's all the good stuff that you guys always ask me about. So it's got flatbreads in there. It has also got big proper loaves. I've just finished working on, this is exciting for you guys, some gluten-free crumpets as well for anyone who likes a bit of a breakfast bread. There is all my quick breads. There's my cauliflower bread. There's my coconut flour bread. There's different dairy-free breads and just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things are there. I've just got asked the question, are there still copies of my first book? Yes, there are. There's not many left, but I still have copies of my first book available. And remember, this is the second print run. We sold out of the first print run of this book in 6 weeks after we launched it in April. So we're now on the second print run of this cookbook. And I suggest if you want to purchase your copy of this, you do, because this is your stage 1. And just quietly, there is every chance that this cookbook will sell out really quickly because something exciting is being released to do with this cookbook in the next couple days in Australia. So if you want a copy of this book, you need to get in real quick, because I can't guarantee that I'm going to have many copies left this week. Which is, I can't say too much. I'm under strict rules to keep my lips zipped, so I can't say too much. But yes, this book is still available. Mahay's thrown up a link, because I've got a Facebook shop. I've got a Facebook shop. It's not a real shop, but it is, because you can still go buy stuff, but you can't like walk in the door and say, "Hi, Bridge." Well, you can, but you'll do it virtually. So I've got a Facebook shop, a virtual shop on Bridget's Kitchen, where I've got all my books. Well, I've got this book available for sale, of course, which you can now purchase and have it delivered to you if you're in Australia within days of purchasing it. There's also my ebooks are up there, and I've got a meal plan as well, so that's available through my shop, which I think Mahay's popped a link up for that. But of course, get in with this one, because I can't guarantee how long this one will last before we need to do the next print run. And when I order books to be printed and delivered, I normally have to wait about 2 months for them to be delivered once I've ordered the printing. So I would suggest you get in fast when it comes to this book, because you don't want to miss out stage 1, because now we got stage 2. So it's very exciting. And yes, we will be having book launches, and I'll be doing cooking classes all around Australia and New Zealand especially, and I will probably be going to the USA as well, and into Europe to do some book launches, book signings, and also cooking classes to do with this book will be coming up, and we'll be announcing the classes for those as soon as we have worked out our itinerary. We'll let you guys know. But this is a great Christmas present, because as I was saying, there are recipes for everyone in here. This is a very robust, healthy cookbook. And to everyone who's already ordered, I can see you'll say, telling me you've ordered, thank you so much for supporting me. Because when you support me by buying books, it means I can continue on and keep on creating wonderful recipes for it, which is exciting. Now, my nose is telling me that something's happening over there. It's smelling really good. It's only been 3 minutes in here, and already I'm smelling something fabulous. So let me have a look. Let me have a little look here. And in fact, I probably talk so much that it got a little bit brown on the edges. Can you guys see that? Look at that. I'm just going to take off the brown bits. I'm just going to push them down. That was only 3 minutes. And already in my air fryer, we have, I'm not sure you can see, look at that. We have a lovely single portion of a wonderful banana crumble. Like I said, just taking off the burnt bits. Talk too much. Doesn't need long. And you have, the crumble has crisped up nicely. It has gotten some really, like I said, the aromas that are coming off this now are phenomenal. The banana has had enough time just to soften a bit, hence why we use a soft fruit in here. If you were to try to do this in 5 minutes with an apple's just too hard and you'll get really crunchy. But of course, banana doesn't need much heat at all, and it's going to be very soft and very, very easy to eat. That's why if you don't want to use banana, use other soft fruits like kiwi fruit, mango and berries work really well in here. And when it's season time for figs, fresh figs are amazing in here as well. So we're just going to finish off our crumble. And I put it in this really cute little bowl, which can go straight from, obviously from air fryer to table, which is really exciting. And we're going to finish it off very, very simply. And also remember, we put chocolate chips in there, sugar-free chocolate chips, so the chocolates begin to melt as well. We're just going to finish it off very simply. I'm just going to add a little bit of coconut cream, and I am using one of my favorite brands of coconut cream. Not sure if that's backwards, I know, but that's Cara. If you ever see Cara coconut milk or coconut cream, is literally one of my favorites because it is just so, look how creamy that is. Isn't that fabulous? So a little bit of coconut cream goes on there. It's going to help to give our crumble topping a little bit of moisture, of course, which is really, really nice. But the other thing about it is it's just going to give it that little bit of coconut flavor. Banana and coconut obviously work incredibly well. So this is a wonderful combination, but also mango and coconut. Now, you don't have to use coconut cream. You could also use coconut yogurt if you wanted to. So this is our dairy-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, actually it's a vegan little dessert that you can make in 5 minutes, and you have the most wonderful little option there for you. Lots of different fruits you could try, but such a wonderful little treat. The only thing I would suggest maybe finishing it off with, but this is completely up to you, because remember there's no sugar in here, but the banana's quite sweet. But let's say you're using a fruit like kiwi fruit, which is a little bit more tart. The only thing else I would suggest that you do is you take a little bit of inulin powder, which is our prebiotic dietary fiber that I love to use, and just sprinkle a little bit of inulin powder over the top. Just sprinkle a little bit, not too much, just maybe even a teaspoon or two over the top of your crumble. If you're using a fruit like berries, which can be a little bit tart, or kiwi fruit, when it comes to banana and mango, you don't need to add any inulin because there's enough sweetness already in that fruit to make it absolutely fabulous. And then it's just a matter of putting a spoon in and then giving it to someone you love, or someone you care about lots. All right, so you know, just someone you care about mildly would also benefit greatly from that. If not, give it to yourself, because you know what? You deserve to look after you as well. So that is our little banana crumble. And as I was saying, I'll be sharing that recipe with you guys on Bridget's Kitchen tomorrow. It is the very first partial recipe to come out of the book, More from Bridget's Healthy Kitchen. As I was saying, it's more good recipes, it's more delicious food, it's more beautiful, gorgeous, delicious things. My healthy cafe breakfast, that's a really good one. See those little breads under there? They are phenomenal. That's mushroom and a poached egg. Yes, I teach you how to poach the perfect egg. There are such goodies in this book. I cannot wait to get it to you. Well, look at that. That's one of my favorite photos. Purple cabbage stir fry. Absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait to get this book to you guys. And as I was saying, the very first 100 people to purchase your copy of, pre-purchase your copy of More from Bridget's Healthy Kitchen will get a free copy of my e-cookbook, which is my healthy breads, pastries, buns, rolls, all that sort of good stuff. And I am working feverishly on that book right now to get it to you guys in the next couple of weeks. Exciting times ahead. I've got one more question. Oh my gosh, there you go. We have just already hit the first 100 cookbooks are already sold. So I'm going to extend the offer to the very first 150 cookbooks sold. We'll get a copy of my brand new ebook. As soon as it's finished, you guys are going to be the first one. We'll email it to you, because when you purchase a copy of this, we get your email address. So all we will do is we'll go back and we'll make sure you guys get forwarded on a copy of my next ebook, which is 100 breads, not 100, 30, 100, gosh, I'll have to be working really hard, 30 breads, pastries, rolls, and all this exciting stuff. And also, guys, a heads up, tomorrow, this time tomorrow, it is a long weekend here in Sydney. It's grand final day, woohoo! I won't say who I'm going for, yes, I will go Canberra. Shh, don't say that, shh, don't say that. Go Canberra. It is grand final day here in Australia. There's also Rugby World Cup, so I won't be doing anything tonight online because you guys are all going to be busy, or people are going to be busy watching sport or doing family stuff, but tomorrow it's a long weekend on Monday, so I'll be doing a Q&A session, same time tomorrow here. I'll be doing a Q&A session on cookbooks, on meal plans, whatever you need to do. Come back and see me tomorrow for a Q&A. I will post up a link soon so you guys can push going, and then you'll get a notification of when that Q&A session goes live. It is an exclusive Q&A just for you guys, so we can start talking about these gorgeous things that we now have. Yay! Exciting day here in my kitchen. Thank you for joining me. I hope you were, I know you're going to enjoy these cookbooks. They are gorgeous. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day today, and I'll see you tomorrow for a Q&A session right here on Bridget's Kitchen. Get your questions ready. Just make sure it's a family show. Only nice questions. No, I'm joking. Any questions you have, recipes, books, anything. Tomorrow's your day. Q&A, same time, 10:30 a.m. Sydney time. I'll be posting a link to that Q&A session very, very soon. Thank you guys for watching. Get your book. Yay!